Errol Spence can't be doing this against Terence Crawford. Yep, he can't be doing this stuff against Terence Crawford. I'm not an analytical breakdown type of guy. I haven't did any of those in a long time. So, I don't know. Errol Spence Jr., man, I already know what I see from him when I watch him fight. And I see some of the things that he tend to do in fights, other than, looking for the mouthpiece and stuff like that, that I feel that it would spell doom against a guy like Terence Crawford. There's a lot of things that he do that I don't know if he's really prepared for it, bro. But I got a few clips here. I salute to According to Boxing. Causing quite a ruckus, right? Y'all think I'm a Spence hater, right? Y'all say your boy Bushido's a Spence hater. Nah, I ain't no hater. But he be going back and forth with the Spence fans, and he be looking for anything and everything. But these are legit clips, and this is the clip of when Errol Spence was sparring that Manny Pacquiao dude. Now, this is probably when Errol Spence was likely at his worst. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna take much away from it, but I just look at his tendencies and some of the things that he do as a fighter. That I feel that Crawford will capitalize on some of these things that he tends to do. Let's see.
Man, and this is the shit I've been explaining to you guys.
Oh, that's my boy Boxing Syndicate right there. Okay.
In my film studies. I don't know why you Errol Spence fans are getting so goddamn mad. The proof is right here. You're seeing combination punching still affect this guy. Step back, whenever he senses a punch. There's a nice little jab there by Spence, but as you can see, openings, even when you're trying to be defensively responsible, still can't handle combination punching.
Yeah, as you can see, Errol Spence, man, he tends to just cover up. Now, this is just sparring, and I know that's what everybody gonna say in the comment section and stuff like that. I know it's fucking just sparring, okay? And I got clips of actual fights too that that he got on here as well. But I don't even know why they even released this footage in the first place, right? I don't expect everybody to look good in sparring. I'm not one of these guys that take sparring sessions as they are like real fights and stuff. Nah, man, that's just training, man. That's just working. Some dudes always get their ass kicked in sparring, but when those lights is on, they shining. Let's just put that out there now.
Guys, like, I don't know why the fuck you're getting mad at my videos, dude. This shit is sloppy. He looks clunky. He just got countered. And this dude ain't Manny Pacquiao that he's sparring here, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the same shit that I would explain to you in my film studies, guys.
Now, I don't even know how this footage even got released in the first place. I noticed that Spence, unless he gets his jab off, like unless he's popping that jab out, he's not going to really attack. And Spence against another Southpaw too, right? This guy's standing Southpaw, so Spence doesn't fight too many Southpaws. That dude ain't really giving him much. But like I said, this is when I believe Spence was partly at his worst, man. This is when that detached retina stuff happened, I believe. So,
Bouncing up and down now. I don't know if they're trying to implement that. They think that's going to lead to some success against Manny. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think it's too late in the game to try to introduce this type.
Unfortunately, this fight never happened, though, right? This fight never even happened, and going into this fight, I thought Errol Spence looked so bad. He just didn't look right. And here's another clip of Spence against another Southpaw from the AIBAs, right? Now, this is the amateurs. But you know what they say? Spence hasn't changed much since the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to take it for what it will. Now, this is a guy that's fleet-footed. You know what I'm saying? You see he's quick on his feet, hands low, popping the quick shots out. He's giving Spence a lot of problems. the Kazakhstan fighter, Sapiev. I never heard of this kid, but look where Spence is at today. Where is he at today? You know what I'm saying? So I don't really take these old clips. I just look at the certain things that I see that they still may do today. Or I look at the opponent and the style that I haven't seen Spence in there with this type of style since right now, right? As a professional, I haven't seen him in there with somebody that's moving like this, with the hand speed like this, that's really just styling and profiling on them, giving them a lot of different things to look out for. I haven't seen Spence in there with that. If Crawford implements that game plan like he did against Postal, against Spence, he can really make it a boring, easy fight, bro. If Crawford chooses to, and that's the thing. If Crawford chooses, he could literally sit on the back foot and play the Bull Matador game with Spence. He could literally sit on the back foot and just outbox Spence the whole time, bro. That's what I truly believe. Like Bud Crawford, if he really wanted to turn it on, flip that switch. If he really wanted to flip that switch, I think Bud Crawford could flip the switch and turn on the turn on a Victor Postal like performance on Errol Spence, bro. Fans will probably be pretty pissed off. This dude is styling and profiling on Spence, bro. Now, I don't. This is a long time ago, right? So, but see, this is why I asked you guys, man. This is why I asked. Did they prepare Spence the right way? He may have fought the more popular fighters, the bigger names. Did they prepare him right? Because he looks really bad against this style. Look at him. Look at him. He looks bad. He looks really bad against this style. I'm not looking at the fact that it was an amateur. I'm looking at the style matchup. Errol Spence hasn't been in there with this style as a professional. Not nobody that can move like this guy. This guy can move really good. He got some good hand speed. And it's giving Spence a lot of problems, bro. Let's see. Yeah, man. Yeah, he won by points on Spence, you know. So you can't win them all, right? Especially in the amateurs. And I'm not looking at this like Spence sucks or nothing like that. I'm just looking at it like he got a lot of habits that he still carries from since these days. You know what I'm saying? And like I told you guys, I think stylistically Crawford is a bad fight for him. A lot of people, oh man, you just a Spence hater in disguise. And, no, it's not, bro. I'm not no Spence hater, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even waste my time doing all this if I hated Errol Spence, dog. I just think stylistically in the fight with Terence Crawford, I think that's a tough fight, bro. I really think that's a tough matchup stylistically. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly a style thing for me. All right? It's mostly a style thing. It's not nothing like, Errol Spence, he just no good. Nah, bro. But stylistically, I think that Terence Crawford is a tough fight, man. And then here's that fight when he gets rocked, right? This is the fight that people like to kind of say Spence got hurt real bad. I don't really harp on it too much. Shit happens in fights, but look at him. See, he don't like unless he's throwing his jab out, you know what I'm saying? He's not really, you know, he can't fight good going backwards either. Right? This is an old fight. Spence gotten better since then, but how much better did he improve? I mean, if you ask a certain guy like a Bomac or somebody, they'll say Spence is the same guy since the amateurs. So we can actually some of us could possibly go back and look at this old footage and say he is still this same guy from back in the day. Of course, he's more mature and everything else, but as far as a fighter, he's still that same fighter. Now, this Lartley dude don't look like he's a traditional, you know, he could just throw punches from anywhere and he's just throwing anything. And I believe this is after the round where Spence got rocked, right? Yeah, he got caught with a shot there. Spence can't fight good going backwards. Oh, this Lartley guy's a southpaw as well. See, and Spence don't. Maybe this was what, according to boxing, was doing, showing Spence against other southpaws. Maybe that was his thing. And he's been getting some heat from guys. You know, when dudes, and I can relate to it. When dudes drop some facts out, then they tend to find other ways to get at you. You know, they can't really argue what you're putting out. They can't really argue it. Instead of saying, yeah, you're right, but whatever, my boy still gonna kick his ass. Nah, they start taking personal shots, things of that nature, right? This is just what comes to the territory. But the big fish can't fight good going backwards, you guys. He can't fight good backwards at all. At all. And like I told you guys, man, was this by design that the PBC didn't put Spence in there with certain guys? This Lartley dude look like he's a pretty sturdy dude, right? Like he don't look like he's just some small little welterweight. Ooh, that was so telegraphed, Spence. Come on, bro. See, he too late. Spence needs to be first. This is an old fight, but see, here I am talking about it like it's a real fight, like it's happening now or something. See, he can't do none of this stuff against Bud, bro. Bud is so much better than these guys. You know what I'm saying? And I know that Errol Spence is better than all the guys that Crawford fought as well. I'm aware of that. But like I said, man, when I look at these two guys, I look at the styles. The styles is what I look at the most. I don't really look at oh, that looks bad. But you know, shit happens, right? I look at the styles, man. Stylistically, I just feel like Spence is a little bit more. He's the more rigid guy. He's like really rigid. I think Crawford, if Crawford is really on his rhythm, he can probably give Spence a lot of problems, man. If Crawford's on his rhythm and Spence can't break that rhythm, I think he's going to be in trouble July 29th, man. Terence Crawford's a very, very well-rounded, versatile fighter. I'm not knocking Errol Spence, man. I'm really, really been trying to find a way that Spence can get the job done. But I really have a hard time seeing it, bro. I just do. I have a hard time seeing how Errol Spence stylistically could deal with a guy like Terence Crawford. He got the longer reach. He's a strong guy. He's a strong puncher. He can punch with both hands. He got good speed, great IQ. I mean, he got experience. He's mean. He got a really, really good instincts in there. You know, he goes for the kill, one of the best finishers. I mean, Terence Crawford is a bad fight for Errol Spence, bro. And the clips you saw was just Spence specifically against Southpaw guys. Spence seems to struggle with Southpaws. Was this by design that Heyman and the powers that be didn't put him in there with Southpaws on his way up, right? Is it a coincidence that he hasn't faced any guys that's crafty like the Sapiev guy in Kazakhstan? Is that by design? Whatever the case, I think it could be detriment to him if he hasn't faced a lot of these guys as professional. Because when you face a guy like Terence Crawford, he has a lot of these talents all put into one guy. And you're going to have to deal with it July 29th. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.